Okay, as we said before, this machine right here is to dry roast the seeds and prepare them for the processing of culinary argan oil. But we did mention that there is an old traditional way of grinding the seeds, and prior to that we had to use the traditional way of roasting the seeds by hand. And this will take a long time.
Yes.
It's time consuming. It's manual. But I gotta say, the taste of the oil, of the culinary argan oil coming from traditionally roasted and pressed, it has much more flavor into it than the industrial one, the machine one. So this is Naima helping us going through this process.
مازال في الأول خاصهم واحد الوقت، خاصنا نصبروا مازال واحد شوية باش يتحمروا، ياخذوا لا كولور ذهبية.
شحال تقريبا ديال الوقت قبل ما ياخذوا ديك لا كولور؟ شحال تقريبا كياخذ لك ديال الوقت؟ ان كار دور. So for this quantity right شحال تقريبا شي كيلو تما ديال الزريعة؟ غير كيلو. So this is about 1 kilo, which is 2 pounds of seeds. They've been roasted, and it takes about 15 to 30 minutes to do the roasting.
تنبقى ندورها كتولي كلها في هاد لاكولور هادي. كتولي حمراء.
So as you see over here in Naima's hand, the seeds are turning reddish brown. And a few minutes after this, it will be ready to go to the grinding stone, the traditional way to grind the seed into a paste, then have the paste separated by water to process the oil.
باش كتعطي ديك لودور ديال الارغان محمر لودور زوين.
And the flavor of this argan oil processed this way will be very traditional, very authentic, and very, very flavor with very distinct flavor.
كنحاولوا ما نحمروش بزاف باش باقي يحافظ على لي فالور ديال الكاليتي ديالو ما يفقدش لي فالور ديالو.
So at the same time, the way she roasts the seeds, she makes sure that she does not over roast them or burn them. That way they keep the properties and the values of the oil, the chemical properties and the health properties of the oil. As I mentioned before, Naima is a technician over here in this small cooperative. This is the day after the elections. Most of the women over here are taking a day off after a long weekend during the elections that they participate in. Thank you, Naima. I appreciate this. So Naima has just explained to us that this is as far as it goes to roast the seeds. As you can see, the color has changed. They're nice and red. The flavor is there, ready to be extracted.
Now it's ready to be extracted.
Now it's ready to be extracted. So she puts them somewhere like over here to cool off. واش كتخليهم تيبردوا قبل ما تعصريهم قبل ما ديهم للرحى ولا كيمشيو هكا سخان؟
فوق لا ماشين بالنسبه لنا ماشين كنخليهم تيبردوا. بالنسبه للرحى لا تنهزوهم هكذاك.
Okay. So for the traditional way, she will take them to the stone grinding this way, warm. She doesn't have to wait for them until they cool. That's for the machine. And we go inside the lab to use the traditional processing of the argan oil.
ولا لازم تكتب
واخا غير قلتيتي لا قلتيتي نيت. So Naima is making the culinary argan oil. These are the dry seeds, the roasted seeds, and you can hear the grounding. This is the old-fashioned process of making argan oil, the culinary argan oil, the Bildi way. Okay, and we're going to let Naima talk and explain to us. عملية استخراج الزيت التقليدية. This is the way they process the traditional way argan oil. Okay. Okay.
ولكن بهاد لافاسون هادي ما كنحسبوش على الكونتيتي اللي بغينا ديال الزيت.
Okay.
كتعطي بتيت كونتيتي يعني ايبرو ولا 5 ايبرو داك ماكسيموم 5 ايبرو في الجورني.
Okay, this process, if we use it, will make barely 5 liters a day. It's a long time process. It's using a stone grinder, right? الرحادي الحجر. Okay, a stone grinder that take a little bit longer time than using the more modern pressing machines.
وان بليس بالنسبه للنفع عمليه صعيبه بزاف.
Okay.
نهار يعني الا خدمت نهار كامل في الاخر كترجع فتيجي تعيا ما تقدرش مازال تخدم النهار الاخر.
This is a very exhausting job for a woman. It will take her all day long.
كبير باش تعطي بتيت كونتيتي ديال الزيت.
That's right. It takes a big effort to make very little quantity of oil.
بالنسبه لهاد السيرو
And it gets worse to make cosmetic argan oil because the seeds are not roasted, therefore it are hard to grind. It takes lots of physical effort, lots of force to go through that heavy stone grinder.
بالنسبه للكوزميتيك هنايا كتجي صعيبه باش التعسير ديالها.
Right.
هي هو كيفاش ديكستراكسيون الاول كتحل بالريحه من بعد كتاخذ هذيك لا ماتيغ اللي جمعات هذاك الامل اللي جمعات كيتجمع املو كتخلطو بالماء باش كتخرج الزيت كتعدل الفات على الزيت.
So the traditional way to process this argan oil is after they grind it, they take the paste that they have grind, they mix it with water, then they start pressing by hand. And I see that the manager, she's not happy with our explanation, but we do our best. So they process the paste with the hand while they separate the oil from the paste. Okay?
وبالنسبه للكوزميتيك كيما قلت لك صعيب ديكستراكسيون ديال الزيت بارابور على ماشين.
Okay, so Naima keeps explaining to us the cosmetic process this way is a lot harder and it takes lots of physical effort. Okay, well, thank you very much. Thank you for sharing this, the old fashion of making argan oil. This is not politically correct. This is not traditionally correct. As the manager told us, this is not a man's job, this is a woman's job. I just want to have the feel of how it's done. This is definitely a heavy-duty process. It's manual, it's hard work.